It is Wednesday officially, which I think is a good day of the week because it's like instead of the uphill climb, we're on the downward slide into the weekend.
So I like Thursdays. I think Thursdays are fun.
Thursdays are the best. Absolutely. This is The Perspective. My name's McCall.
I'm Mima.
And I'm producer Butters.
And I cut Mima off. She was going to say something.
I was just going to say we just wear pink on Wednesdays, and that's why I like Wednesdays.
That's right. I'm wearing pink.
My pants have pink in them.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I was just more like coral.
Coral, if you will. We're speaking technically. And since we're old, speaking technically is something that we do often. Yeah. And, there's a lot of things that make me specifically feel old. So last night, I finally got a full night's rest.
Same.
We've talked about this before. Producer Butters and Mima operate on a completely different time clock. Like producer Butters is like, I got 4.5 hours. I feel great. And I'm like, I got 8 and I feel like garbage. So I finally got like 8 hours and 7 minutes of sleep last night, which is great. And I'm finally caught up on my sleep and I feel so good.
I think if I consistently got 8 hours of sleep every night, I think I would start to feel better.
100%, bud.
But the problem is getting to bed.
It is.
I don't want to do it.
I get it.
But then when I get in, I don't want to get out.
I know. It would be nice if you got a full 8 hours every single night. Mm-hmm. But that's something that makes me feel super old. Because never did I ever think when I grew up I would get a full night's sleep. But thanks to Dustin, seriously, like when we first started dating, I was up at all hours of the night. Like doing what? I don't know. Whatever I wanted, I
feel like I get less sleep now that I'm older than I did when I was younger.
See, that is not even the case with me. When Dustin and I first moved in together, I was up and I don't even remember. I was scrolling through Pinterest or something on his computer because this was, 2013. And so I didn't have things at the tip of my fingertips on my phone because, the internet wasn't really accessible via phone a ton because I wasn't paying for it. So I was scrolling through and Dustin's like, are you going to come to bed? And I was like, it's 9:00. For what? And he's like, to go to sleep. And I was like, what? So then I got a full night's sleep. I've never looked back since. That was amazing. It's the coolest thing ever. Sleeping all night.
I miss being able to sleep till 10 a.m.
I still do that during the weekends.
Yeah, I can't. It doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I'm back up. I don't know.
Mine, although last Sunday, I kept waking up every hour and I just gave up at 5:00 and I was like, this is it. This is how I'm waking up to this weekend.
I have really interesting internal clock because during the week, obviously I get up super early, but then on the weekends, it's I don't know. I normally get up, 9-ish, maybe 8 or 9-ish. And if I wake up at 9, I feel like I have slacked off. And then it's trying to get out of my head for slacking off all morning. So I'm like, you don't have to be doing anything today, so you shouldn't feel this pressure to be up this early.
I was gonna say 9:00 is a good time.
9:00 is a good time.
For me.
I wish I could just get up at 7, every day of my life. My alarm goes off. I'm like, what is going on?
No, absolutely not.
See, but when you get up at 5, that would be a welcome change to get up at 7 instead of getting up at 5.
That's true.
That's where I'm at with it. An extra 2 hours of sleep would be ideal. I would love that because then I don't feel like a freaking old lady going to bed at 9:00 or 8:30 every single night. I'd love to stay up a little bit later and watch some more shows, but I can't because if I do, then I'm a terrible human being the next day. Just absolutely raunchy and not good.
Well, yesterday I was a really mean, snappy person because I had 3 hours of sleep. Mm-hmm. And then the night before I had 2, and the night before, it was just a really bad sleep for me.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I had to apologize to producer Butters multiple times and just be like, I'm so sorry. This is not directed to you. I'm just tired.
And I was like,
I felt so bad.
Mm-hmm. One of the other things that I've been noticing when it comes to my oldness, quote unquote, is I have changed my dieting of foods and things. I don't really drink milk very often. I don't do much with dairy very often just because I don't. And this weekend I ended up having Cafe Rio and just got some like cheese and whatever with it. And my stomach was like, nope, no more of that. So I'm kind of sad because I don't know that I can finish eating like that. But, cheese.
Okay, so
cheese is worth it.
As a dairy, it doesn't agree with me, but I will never give up ice cream or cheese.
Same. I'm the same way. And I love oat milk so much. So I don't have an issue with like milk. Because I drink coffee. And so with my coffee, I just do oat milk instead of doing like the whole milk or whatever. So it makes it way easier for me. But I don't know. I really like oat milk. I feel like it's just super inviting, delicious. Things like that. And then like, oh yeah, I had dried mangoes yesterday. And I'm like, McCall, are you good? No, I'm old.
Dried mangoes is a good snack.
It is a good snack.
That doesn't make you old.
Yeah, but I would like, if you talk to 20-year-old me, I'd be pissed that I wasn't eating Skittles.
Oh, that's fair.
Like in comparison.
I think that the older you get, I think the more the sweets become way too sweet.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
It just doesn't taste the same.
And they hurt my teeth.
Uh-huh.
I don't like, Skittles,
I don't like it. I
I'll
love
still-
Skittles.
I
but
like
no.
Skittles, but
I'll still eat chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Give me chocolate all day. But like Skittles,
I'll smash it right into my couch.
Chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that.
Yes.
And that's also how you feel old when you get really sad that there's stuff on your couch. I'm assuming you're sad that there's stuff on your couch. Maybe you're not.
There's not stuff on my couch, but this happened yesterday.
Oh,
We got a box of, I don't know what they're called. They look like they're ding dongs, right?
Ding dongs, I think.
okay. Yeah.
And I set them down, but then I put my foot down and I think I kicked them. 'Cause
Beautiful.
I have a recliner.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, don't let me forget that these are there so I don't smash them into the couch.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Slam!
And then before I could say a word, he like slams it, and then he's like, "Mima, I told you to tell me." I was like, "You didn't even let me think."
That's hilarious.
I was just there, like, well, it's too late now.
See, the mind just slips, and that's just a sign of being older. Also,
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm really sorry.
Forgetfulness.
I remember once upon a time, kind of side note, but once upon a time, my mom, I told her, hey, watch this for me. I'm going to run over to the bathroom real quick or whatever. I was making a grilled cheese sandwich. And I said, hey, watch my sandwich for me. Don't let it burn. And she was like, okay. I come back. It's black. Like she completely forgot because I came in. I was like, did you forget about my sandwich? And she's like, oh, yeah. I was gone for like 2 minutes. Like not even.
Why did you have it so hot?
Yeah.
Well, it was like just barely at that point where it was getting ready to like flip over, And so I had to run. I had to go to the bathroom. Okay. Anyway, it was just like burned. Also because, I didn't learn how to cook until like maybe 3 years ago. Dustin had to teach me how to make mac and cheese when we first started dating because I made it wrong. Remember?
Apparently me too.
Yeah, it's fine. But that's the thing. I had to learn. So I didn't know any better.
It's okay. I'm still
You
learning
dig?
every day.
It's fine. So
Every day I'm still learning.
anyway.
Producer Butters was very proud of himself because he had to teach me how to make mac and cheese.
Good job, bud. Good job, buddy. So anyway, those are some of the things that are making us feel old currently.
Should I run through a list that was made
Why
by
not? Let's
somebody?
do it.
Allergies.
Mm-hmm. Pollen ruining my life
Yep.
all the time, forever.
Your bed. If
Yes.
you spend too much or too little time sleeping, you can shorten your life.
There you go. See, we're talking sleep. We're talking how important it is for me to sleep. Also, making my bed has become important to me.
My
Still
bed is
not-
a disaster.
It's
right
still
now.
not
The
important to
last
me.
couple
Don't
weeks, I've
care.
just been like, nope, we're doing it.
The thing is, I'm not inviting anybody into my room, so I don't care.
I'm inviting the Holy Spirit into my room, so I want it to look good. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't give a crap about that.
Well, I don't know. Positive energy, raising the frequency, all of those things.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, your headphones.
Okay.
So hearing loss is not
Inevitable.
Correct. That's the word.
yeah. As we
Struggling
age,
today. It's fine.
but if you use your headphones more than an hour a day, you could be setting the stage for years of poor hearing.
And that's one thing that's crazy to me is how impactful that is. Like you can't get it back.
Mm-mm.
It's just, anyway, just nuts.
And then basically The next one is processed carbs. Like, you know that processed carbs will cause weight gain, but did you know they can also lead to high blood pressure, insulin resistance, and inflammation? Avoid anything that comes in a bag or box, especially white carbs.
That's kind of where I'm at right now, is trying to go, like, again, I've tried to go like more plant-based with things. This last couple of, really like the last month and a half has been so crazy. It's just been so go, 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 go. And I'm finally back at a point where I'm like, and more plant-based things and less processed carbs, because I think they make me feel like garbage. Like, genuinely feel like trash if I'm eating a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. In the topic of apps, are we too old for apps? Is that a thing that people feel like at all? Because like TikTok, everyone's like, oh, I'm too old for that or whatever.
I mean, yes and no. I think I do think that older people are starting or moving to TikTok.
I agree.
So, which may make the platform, I think, me personally, better.
Okay. I think it'll make it. I think there's like a sweet spot. So like Instagram right now is okay, but it's kind of phasing out. And so like TikTok, I feel like there is that sweet spot that we're kind of getting to at this point because of the content creation on it. And I think it's because it's been aged up a little bit. So I would agree with you. If there's one social media that I haven't necessarily, I feel like I'm too old for, definitely too young, Facebook. I'm done with Facebook.
I mean, I don't have it. So.
Ugh.
I use it because that's how I keep in touch with the fam.
I log on and then I'm like, okay, I've been on for 5 minutes and now I feel worse about myself. I'm uninstalling this app right now. Every single day. Like, I scroll through and I immediately feel this shift in my own energy that I'm like, better not.
Yeah, Facebook has become an interesting place.
It has. And there's tons of the like groups that are like trashing on neighbors or, you know, Cache Valley 411, not to name drop, but 100%. That group, hot flaming garbage can. Like, I never know.
Fun.
Oh, I never know what's going on there. It's my favorite because I logged on there and someone was like, I hate McCall. She's the worst. And I was like, great. I'm doing my job. You know,
The worst.
The worst. But you know my name. So it's just kind of fun to go through and see what's going on. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is a garbage can dumpster fire.
Oh, when I log on and the first thing I see is to the man that did this.
God,
I'm like,
always.
oh, here we go.
I'm like, and here's 157 comments. I'm reading every single one of them, and I'm trying to figure out all about who each person is. Deborah, why do you have your children on your Facebook page? Hello, you trash human. That gives so much ammunition for people. It's ridiculous. One that is similar to, also a flaming hot garbage mess, Nextdoor.
I was like,
I
Twitter.
haven't seen that one.
Twitter's always a flaming hot garbage mess.
Yes, Nextdoor.
Nextdoor is the app that basically you can get on, and it's like the Cache Valley 411 page, but it's for your neighborhood, being like, oh, watch out, there's so-and-so that's walking around and cutting catalytic converters. By the way, if I see one more of those posts on Facebook, there's been like 6 of them that are like, oh, there's a catalytic converter cutter that's happening in Hyde Park. It's the spammiest spam message. It's not real, okay? But it's been shared by so many people. It's ridiculous. And so they're like, oh, it's the same picture for like St. George. Somebody shares this exact same picture. And it's like, this guy's been cutting catalytic converters off of vehicles. No, he hasn't. This guy's based out of freaking San Diego. Like, leave him alone, you know? But it's stuff like that for Nextdoor is more so.
So Nextdoor is kind of like Hop then.
Probably it's like your neighborhood watch person, only you're involved in it and you can contact people or whatever with it. I don't have it because I don't want another garbage app on my phone. But like,
Same.
I don't know, dude. Now I'm just on this rant with Facebook. So there's this thing that's been going around. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. Rumor has it there's a Salt Lake serial killer. Okay. They say that they have found 40 dead bodies with it. Okay. This whole thing, not true. It has been like vetted through the Salt Lake Police Department. And they're like, it's not true. It basically instills fear in people. It's not good for people to be putting this kind of information out. Well, within the article, it says that the Salt Lake Police Department has been dismissive about the whole thing. And so it's like this undermining of everything happening down there. And that has been the biggest drama that I have seen on my Facebook page for the last week. I swear. So
I haven't seen that.
What, I never heard about it.
dude, it's insane. And it's like all of these people are like, why aren't we talking about the serial killer in Salt Lake? They don't exist. They don't exist.
I mean,
The
there probably is
serial
one, but
eater.
I don't think they.
Well, yeah, and it's not like, oh, suddenly 40 bodies have washed up in the Jordan riverbed. Like they said the police department, they're like, we found one body in the last 2 weeks or whatever in the river, but this claim is coming from, it's like the Harriman Herald or something like that. So I decided to look into it. It's a high school newspaper.
Oh my god.
So that's where all of this is stemming from. I'm not even kidding. If I were to scroll through my Facebook right now, there would be, I don't know, 15 or 20 posts about the serial killer that's happening in Salt Lake City.
Well, this kind of reminds me of the Momo challenge.
Yeah.
A few years
There were,
ago. It was
3 people.
I had to write an article people, it's not real.
Yes. And that's why I hate Facebook. And that's why I hate the Nextdoor app.
See, now I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Momo is?
No, what is that?
So it was. So here's the
she's got it. She wrote an article on it. She knows what's up.
Allegedly, it's an app or it's a game.
Yes,
so
it's
you
a game.
send a message to a number on the app. What's up? And then
WhatsApp.
supposedly it's haunted. It's a haunted number. So Momo comes on and tells you to do dares, and you're supposed to do them, and they increasingly get worse. It'll start with quit your job, and then it'll be jump off a building.
Yeah. And then it's if you don't do it, then Momo's going to come and eat you in the middle of the night or some ish like that.
Momo's going to go. And the whole picture, the picture that just sparked it was actually a sculpture made, I think it was in Japan, and it was about I think it was Mother Bird or something like that, and it was a creepy.
It is creepy
sculpture, and it's the distorted face of a human with a beak-like smile.
Look it up, producer
stringy
butters.
hair, bulging eyes. The sculpture doesn't even exist anymore because the artist was this has caused more harm.
It has. Look up the Momo challenge, it should show up under images. It's ridiculous, but it's stuff like that, and it's the internet is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we talked about it a couple of years ago when it was pretty popular, quote unquote popular.
That thing is creepy.
It's terrifying.
Now the only thing that's left of that sculpture is the eye.
Yeah,
the artist saved the eye. That's it.
So it's stuff like that. That's ugh.
Yeah.
That's why I hate the internet. That's I will never feel too old for the internet, but I feel almost too mature to be on Facebook or the Nextdoor app, because I'm on Facebook, but anytime I spend longer than 10 minutes on Facebook, I hate my life.
I think we were scrolling through classifieds.
Yeah.
And somebody had, I think it was a piece of furniture. I don't know if it was me. I would probably make sure that my kids weren't in the photos.
Oh yeah.
Kid in a diaper.
Oh. Stuff like that.
Why?
Yeah, stuff like that. And then it's that, and then it's people posting, cars or homes or whatever for sale. This one, it's oh, this is a 6-bedroom, 3-bathroom with a bonus unfinished basement apartment and a walkout home, whatever.
$3K?
It's $3,000. And it's that, guys, I get that it's frustrating and I get that it's expensive. This is the freaking market that everybody's in right now. It just kills me because it's there's so many people that are laugh reacting or whatever to post. I'm
just telling the poster to stop. This is insane. I mean, I totally agree. It's insane. It's insane.
It is.
But I mean,
what do we do about it? It just is what it is.
I mean, if you can't afford it or you don't want to rent it, don't rent it.
Move on, bud.
Yeah.
But it's
what I do. I'm just nope.
I know. But seriously, there's people that are selling their trucks or whatever, and it's a brand new truck. And, usually it's the car dealerships that are getting on there to promote it. And
I hate that.
Well, whatever. So, I mean, yes, I do too. But also it's man, I get that you got to get on and promote stuff. And you got to market it, but they'll post it and it's like, oh yeah, here's this truck. It's brand new. It's $75,000. And people are like reacting to it. And they're like, oh, you think you're going to sell that for that much money? And then they sell it like 2 days later. Like, yes, because that's what the market is right now.
I mean, yeah, as long as there's people that are willing to rent and buy at those prices, that's where we're going to be. I mean,
and that just is what it is. Like,
it is what
it is what it is.
And that's what makes us look older.
And that is what makes us look older. Any final thoughts, my friends?
Stay young.
Stay young.
Stay young.
Be hip with the children. And
that's whack.
That's totally whack. It's totes eat, yo. Anyway, this